What's up, suckers? Welcome to the internet in real life. There it is. This bike that I haven't seen in weeks, haven't ridden it in months. This is my 2019 Super Adventure S. Sorry about the engine noise. I really need to warm it up. I'm picking it up because I got a fresh tire change and oil change. This bike has exactly 4,000 miles on it. They're all my miles. I'm the only owner. If some of you guys have been watching for a while and know, this is detached for some reason. Bought this less than a year ago. Took it on some trips. I bought it because I wanted to do touring rides with my friend in his Super Adventure R, but he sold his to do a race, which got canceled because of, well, the pandemic. So now I have this bike, and then I moved, and now I have a bike and no one to ride with, and so it's been sitting for almost 6 months now. I just haven't ridden it. So this is a bike I want to sell. I've been trying to sell it for over a month now, and I finally have someone to sell it. A fella is flying in this weekend to pick it up, and then he's going to ride it home. And I was going to trailer this home today, to be ready to give it to him. And I thought, actually, instead of trailering this home from the shop, I should ride it, get my final last ride in it. So it is weird seeing it. I've sold several bikes, but there's always this weird feeling. It's not a good feeling. It's like, oh shoot, like as soon as I see it, wow, what a great bike, what a freaking awesome bike. Like I don't want to sell this thing, and I don't I don't want to sell any bike. I want to keep them all, but that's obviously not feasible. Now I'm gonna sit on it. Jeez, it is such a freaking great bike though. Lucky duck. If I'm not patting myself on the back too much, he's getting a good deal on this bike. Okay, wow. It's so weird sitting on here. Like I feel like I'm ready to go on a trip. I'm not wearing my touring clothes. I'm wearing my winter sport riding. Yeah, because fall came out of nowhere. Right after Labor Day, all of a sudden it's just freaking cold. I don't want to sell this bike. Perfect 4,000 miles. One owner. Heavily modded. Man. You know what else is weird is it's been so long since I've been on it, and yet it feels totally normal. Like I know this bike. What a freaking great bike. It makes you want to go on a trip. But the fact is, I don't have a use for it. So let me tell you about what I am going to do with it, or rather what I'm going to do with the money. I've been wanting this piano for a long time, a piano, and then I found a specific one, and I realized, I can't buy a piano, and then I realized, well, actually, if I sell the bike like I want to, I could use those funds to buy the piano. And it's kind of ironic because there's a spot in my house where I wanted to set up a motorcycle like to display, which would look badass, but then I thought, if something's just going to sit in my house and I can only look at it, that's not as good as something I can look at and play with, you know what I mean? So it's like, instead of having a motorcycle sit in my house, what if I had a piano sitting in my house? Ah! So it's not all bad that I'm selling this. I'm looking forward to the next cool thing, which is a piano. This bike is so cool. It's so cozy. It's like, it's torquey, but it's also like a boat, It's comfy. Now I'm getting FOMO, and I'm all like, oh, this bike is great. I don't want to be without a touring bike. And then my brain's going, well, what touring bike are you getting next time? There's only one touring bike that's better than this one, and that's the BMW GS 1250. That bike is, oh my god, that is the best touring bike I've ever been on. I highly doubt I'd buy that for a couple reasons. One, because I can't use this touring bike. I have nowhere to go, so why would I buy another one? And two, that bike is stupid expensive. I cannot condone its price. It's kind of ridiculous, which is actually why I went with this one, because I think the GS is a better touring bike, but this one is not much worse, and it's way cheaper. And the little bonus is that it has that awesome little C8 engine that's in the Super Duke, and I love it so much. Like, So no, I don't regret getting this bike. In fact, considering now that I'm selling it, it's good that I did this and didn't go all out on the GS, but still stings a little bit. I've customized several bikes, and those of you who are in the automotive world know that when you put mods into a bike, or a car for that matter, best bump, that's nothing. That bump sucks on my Super Duke, but not on this bike. When you put mods into a bike, you never get that money back. That money's just gone. That money you're spending on it to make it cool is just for you, but that's how it goes. So I don't regret spending so much money to make this bike special for me. I don't regret it, but it is unfortunate that it's all going to be gone. That's just how it goes. There's a good spot that no one is parking in currently that I'm going to take for myself. I should have gone nose first, because that would have been uphill, but I'll do this. It's weird because this bike with my huge cases on the back, oh man, that's tough. Oh, it's tough. It's almost as wide as a car. It's huge. Oh my gosh, my legs. Check it out, dude. Handsome freaking bike. Nice and clean. Thankfully, it's not raining right now. I'm hoping to get home without rain, but man, what a freaking handsome bike. Very quickly, since I'm standing here and I'm going to get sentimental, point out some mods. So, off the top of my head, painted, upper bars, lower bars, highway pegs, headlight protector, windshield extension, deflector shields, or whatever you call those. Armor, that's new. This pipe, I believe, is a replacement. That is my Super Duke exhaust. Sound bomb horn. Painted the spring. This huge luggage system, which also has this full tank of gas down here. Comfort seat. What happened up here? Just some cute little things. USB cigarette lighter for the phone and the camera. The guards already on there. I think the guards. I'm not sure if the guards were on there. Heated grips, did that too. Oh no, I'm forgetting several things. Luggage, I mean, there's this tank bag that I'm going to include with it. Quick charger connection. Shoot, what else? Well, that's all off the top of my head. But thousands of dollars worth of parts on this bike, whatever. So sad. That's how it goes. I'm not going to dwell over it too much. Oh, handlebar raisers, one of my favorite mods. It makes it so much more comfortable. Alright, I'm gonna go eat well, the most predictable thing ever, Chipotle, and then I'll come back and ride this home. Yes, I'm ready for a comfortable ride home. Thanks for asking me. No problem, me. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Yeah, we're gonna take the highway. We're gonna get mixed up with some other cars, show them how it's done. This is how you get from A to B in style, son. It's fun. Yeah, so fun story. I wanted to get a snack, and I decided I'm gonna go to the closest grocery store. And because it's fine, I'm gonna take my Zero, and I'm not gonna wear my helmet. It's a mile away. Whatever, it's just gonna be really quick. And it's funny because as soon as I got on the bike, I said, I'm gonna regret this, like out loud. Well, I did regret it, thankfully not because I died, but because I took off and I was like, huh, you know, I'm pretty sure my face is freezing and hurts because it's snowing. And yeah, it technically was snowing. So I was riding in the cold and the snow, getting that all over my face, and that sucked. That was a nice hiding spot for cops. Just off ramps. You know what? Heated grips. Let's turn the heated grips on. I can't remember how to do it. Motorcycle? No. Oh, I made a short key. It gets down. Yes. Let's do medium because reasons. Yes, that's nice. So glad my Super Duke has these heated grips too. I've only had my Super Duke for one winter. Ka-chow! This bike rips ass in a good way. Yep, being on this bike makes you want to go on another trip, but man, another trip's not going to happen for a while. That's right, I did actually record finally Friday, and the audio didn't record the whole time, so that sucked. And last time I recorded, I took my Zero out to a nice developing dirt field. Rode there, had some fun. I recorded a Finally Friday, didn't save the audio, it didn't work. I took a picture on Instagram, which actually turned out pretty good if you want to see the proof that I was there. But anyway, when I was there, I was talking about the fact that, among other things, I am planning to go back to Colorado pretty soon, probably in a couple of weeks here. That was my intention. Like, as soon as I was leaving Colorado, was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? I was like, I'm going to come back, like, in a month, right when the fall starts. So I am going to go back, and the reason I thought that is because I was just thinking, man, I really wish I could ride this to Colorado, but never got that chance. But that's okay. I did, in the 4,000 miles I had, I did some good things. I rode from Maryland to Florida. Florida? That doesn't seem right. I rode from Maryland to Georgia. I don't think I rode to Florida. I don't want to think of that. And I rode from Kansas here to South Dakota, like both ways. So that was good. If the bug bites me that badly, I would consider riding my Super Duke from Kansas to Colorado. I mean, I can add a windshield and a little bit of luggage to it. Obviously, it's not made to do a trip like that, but I have done that. I rode from Maryland to Georgia. I did the same trip, Maryland to Georgia and back, with this bike and with the Super Duke. Same trip with 2 different bikes. This was obviously way better, but I was surprised at, well, firstly, that I was able to do it on the Super Duke, and secondly, the fact that my back did not hurt on the Super Duke. My butt was killing my butt, killing my ass. My butt was killing my ass, but it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. So I would consider doing that trip on that bike because the bike can do it. But I think I'm gonna have a sour taste in my mouth. I think I'm gonna be too bitter and prissy and be like, I don't want to do this ride on Super Duke. Not when I had a Super Adventure, a bike that's actually made for it. I never want to do it ever again. Well, we'll see. I also did that trip, Colorado to Kansas to Colorado and back on my 650. Now that was crazy. That was, I don't want to do that again. But the Super Duke really isn't that bad. All right, nice braking system, ABS engaged on the rear. Nice. It's nice to have an ABS system that actually works the way it should. That's one thing I don't like. Automatic turn signals. They'll turn off after like 15 seconds or so based on what it thinks you're doing, and it's always wrong. Not always wrong. Now it knows I'm not moving, so it'll stay on. I had them deactivate that on my Super Duke because, you know, they're both KTMs, and because I'm in the habit of using it all the time, turning it on and off. So I hate when it turns off for me. I'll be sitting at a light and the lights, the turn signal's not even on because it turns off on its own, so I look like a dingus. But the moral of the story is I forgot that this bike will do that. I got used to my KTM having that being overridden, but now this bike still does that. I really don't need this bike. I really like it, but I don't need it, and I don't ride it. And there's something I would rather have. Nice leaning on this thing. These are new tires. I want to push it too hard, especially on the lean like that. I'm essentially breaking these tires in, but there's something I want more than this bike, and that's a freaking piano, man. I'm excited about it. It's not all bad, but I like to have my little pity party. I like to have my pity parties on my last rides. I did a last ride on my R6. I know I did that. Didn't do one for my Zixer, the second Zixer, I should say, before I sold it. The first Zixer, I probably did have a farewell last ride. My first 650, I don't think so. Man, I gotta be missing bikes, but you know, I've sold several. I've been through it. It stings every time, but it's getting easier. It's getting easier, and it's nice to have something to look forward to. This bike is awesome. It's freaking great. Please get out of the way. I hope you understand that you shouldn't stay in the passing lane, but you're too stupid or conceited to see it. This is comfortable, dude. The only thing missing on this bike is a backrest. I have cruise control, right? Hell yes. Just get a backrest on this mamma jamma, and I am doing fine. Yeah, boy. Yes. Yes. Now I want to go on a trip! These downshifts are freaking smooth! This bike is smoother than my Super Duke, which is weird, but I mean, also good. Like, that's what you should expect. Alright, any last things to say with this bike before I get done forever? Let's see, it's Wednesday today. The fellow's coming in a couple days, Friday. We'll do the paperwork and it will be his. Until then, he'll be sitting in the parking space in my garage, just neatly waiting. And then Saturday, he'll leave, and I will have only 3 motorcycles. So I can't complain. I'll have 3, and then I'll make a move on the piano, see if I can get that soon. Obviously my piano won't be in a moto vlog, but if you watch my other videos, I'm sure you'll see it if you care about it. I want to honk at you with my awesome horn to tell you to get out of the passing lane, but it's not like you'd know what that means anyway. You like to stay in the passing lane, even though you shouldn't know. You gotta get out of the way. You're too stupid. Oh my gosh, this is torture. I hate this. I'll never think this is okay to be stuck behind someone sitting in the passing lane like this, but boy, oh boy, does it sure make those moments when you finally get to freaking pass them glorious. Especially when you do it fair and square by way like a good little piggy. This will have instead of flying through like I really want to. I just refuse to do it because I'm not going to cheat at this game. Okay, I'm deciding to end the video now that I'm complaining even more. Well, I hope you guys don't miss this bike. I'm going to miss it, but then I won't because hey, look at that, my patience paid off! Thanks for nothing. Actually, thanks for moving out of the way. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. See, I'm now ending on a happy note. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.